Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, we have our boy Pikkon. Pikkon has gotten his EZA. I think Pikkon is going to be quite good. Pikkon, I mean, it's just, I'm going to keep using the term meme characters, but, I mean, you guys kind of know what I mean about that. Pikkon has his Ghost Usher active skill ability, which is really very strong. And by very strong, I mean it's broken. And by broken, I mean it's broken. All right, it's a broken ability that Pikkon has. It's so good, and I think they made Pikkon himself good enough, besides his active, that, like, for example, he has zero synergy with Cell whatsoever. None. Absolutely none. And I think, like, if I'm running the Cell team trying to win, I'm running this Pikkon. This Pikkon supports superclass characters. Cell isn't superclass. Pikkon's not a big bad boss's character. It doesn't matter. Like, it's... This guy is going to have big value. Lucky for us, the Fusion Reborn movie starts out with Pikkon and Goku, like, fighting in a tournament. And that was good enough for them to be like, yep, he's a tournament participant. Sounds good to me. Okay, oh, let me quickly take a look at his build. Yeah, sorry, I'm a little groggy. I did... well, just have laser eye surgery, but the grind does not stop. The grind does not stop. All right, so here we go. Here's what I went with Pikkon. I mean, it's just very simple. He mostly is going to be a slot 3 character that will be supporting, and the Ghost Usher as well. I do feel like the community has very largely lost sight of the fact that a character can be very good in slot 3. Repeatedly for the last several months, I've seen characters such as Glorio, the LR Demon King Piccolo from the 10th anniversary. Pikkon, like, if a character could sit in slot 3 and really contribute heavily to the team via orb changing, support, and then while also not getting you fucking killed, like, they could be very good. I think Pikkon will be very good. So, let's jump into a run. Now, one thing that is unfortunate for our boy Pikkon, or Goatkon right here, he does not have a 220%. He doesn't. So, I'm probably gonna just run him on movie heroes. I guess I might just run Carnival Gogeta movie heroes, is what I think I'm gonna do. We're just gonna run movie heroes for a 200% leader skill, because again, Pikkon unfortunately doesn't have access to a 220 at the moment. I do think that both Pikkon and Tech Janemba are probably more so set up for, you know, future celebrations, you know, in this year still, right? Like Golden Week, maybe Tanabata or something like that, maybe worldwide. I think Pikkon and Janemba are going to probably be good options all year, potentially, and we'll see. So, all right, let's jump in. Again, we'll run Pikkon on good old movie hero. All right, guys, here we are in an event with our boy Pikkon. We know how Pikkon works, right? Nothing new. They did not lower the orb cost for Pikkon and Janemba, but they did give them a lot of, like, baseline stuff, right? Which I think is kind of like a big deal. So Pikkon's just super class support is now just start of turn. So just by being on the rotation, he's giving super class allies 2 key and 30% attack and defense. Obviously pretty good. He does have his high chance to dodge, you know, baseline. And then he's guarding for the first 7 turns. Now, Pikkon, here, we'll just play out the turn. I'll continue to talk. I'm going to put him in slot 1 right here. And this is going to get us everything we need right there, so we can just do that. Pikkon, okay. Hold on, I lost my train of thought. Bro, I have a headache. Hold on, 2 seconds. Yeah, Pikkon's issue, like his guard running out after 7 turns is definitely like a concern. Because what that does is that puts us 17 million he gets up to. Okay. Now remember, we have a Angel Goku or Angel Vegeta on rotation, so we're able to do this. And of course, the Angel Vegeta just so happens to be the, you know, second best unit in the game. Additional normal, of course. What? You guys ever seen an additional normal before? Yeah, don't worry. We'll see a lot more of them. Yeah, so his guard is going to wear out. Now, again, remember, more does exist in the game than the festival battles. maybe y'all are... I feel like Dumbos would be, what? He said that? But, like, I mean, yeah, bro, yeah, man. Again, I'm the one who thought that Android 21 was solid when she came out, right? Even though she's horrible in the hardest fight in the game. Like, a character can have a good impact on a lot of different events, even if they're not good for the hardest fight, right? But Paikon's guard running out after 7 turns, I mean, it's a concern in the red zone stages as well. The tough red zone fights, which we're in one of them, right? These hard red zone stages, oftentimes, I mean, unless we're blowing through Tech Vegito active skills, right, on like turn 5 and 6 and stuff like that. I mean, these fights are going to take a while. So I think it's very likely that Paikon does run out of his guard. I think that's going to be a thing we will see. Paikon losing his guard as we're kind of like going through some of these fights. And, you know, oh, okay, that's interesting. But we'll see how much of an actual issue it's going to be. Now, when it comes to running Paikon, I think for the most part, I really am going to want to... damn, that sucks. Because I'd like to get some stacks with the gods, of course. But Goku, Gohan, and Trunks, I mean, they need stuff as well. I'm going to prioritize the gods. Alright, yeah, so let's just go ahead and hit this right here. We'll skip ahead to the next turn. Alright, guys, we're here for our next turn. Okay, I closed my eyes for a bit, relaxed, and we're ready for this. Let's go. Okay, so Paikon, right? We talked about his guard. That 7 turns, I mean, it's definitely going to be a little bit unfortunate for Paikon. You know, with his kind of like 7 turns, the guard kind of wearing out. But I think Paikon will be okay. I mean, we're probably going to want to be running him in like a slot 3 floating role a lot of the time anyway. Okay, so here we'll be able to get Angel Goku out for us. Okay, I could probably hit this right here. We could have Angel Goku just sit in slot 1 for us, which will be very helpful. All right, so remember, for Paikon, right, the way his support works here, let's just quickly take a look at this. Okay, so Paikon is now giving the 2-key 30% attack and defense baseline, okay? With 3 type key spheres, which, I mean, it's still kind of the same as pre-EZA, like that he needs 3 key spheres, but now it's just to these specific categories. Otherworld Warriors or Connected Hope. Now, I feel like players would look at that at a glance and be like, oof. But, like, those are good rosters. Like, if we just take a look at this. So, this is Connected Hope right here. Like, look at this roster, man. Like, this is not some bullshit. Connected Hope, maybe way back in the day, but Connected Hope is good. Like, there's a lot of good characters on there. And then the same thing with Otherworld Warriors. Otherworld Warriors is good. Like, you know, it's funny, you know, when you add the 2 best units in the game to a category, it gets a huge increase in how good it is, right? So that extra support he gives right there to those 2 categories, that's useful. Otherworld Warriors and Connected Hope category allies 30% attack and defense. Then he gets an additional that has a 70% chance to be a super as well. So Dokkan can get us 3 supers in total. And then as long as he gets a rainbow key sphere, he gets 4 key, an extra 20% chance to dodge, and then he seals the attacked enemy's super attack for 2 turns. So that is something that can be very good. Now, my brain is telling me that the bosses in Battle Hard and Formidable Foes... No, let's transfer him into Gogeta. Yeah, my brain is telling me that the bosses in Battle Hard and Formidable Foes can't be sealed. Is that correct? I'm going to double check that. Is my brain lying to me? He's not lying to me, is he? Let's double check some of these bosses. Alright, Gamma 2 can't be sealed. Gamma 1 can't be sealed. Cell Max can't be sealed. Beerus and Whis can't be sealed. Frieza can't be sealed. Broly can't be sealed. Okay, yeah, so, sure. Yep. The sealing doesn't do anything in Battle Hard and Formidable Foes. Alright, let's go. Let's see how we do here. Okay. That is interesting, by the way. So, the bosses can't be sealed, but they can be stunned. This is, you know, odd, right? That's an interesting choice there. Okay. Alright, let's see what Paikon does. Now, remember, Paikon's going to be getting his unit super attack again. The unit super attack, I would say, is mostly pointless. It doesn't really do very much. at all. Like, this is... They should... You know what they could have done with this? This should have given us maybe, like, I mean, it would make PyCon a lot better, but here's what they should have did. The unit super should be a 2-turn support as well. You know, maybe not, like... Oh, nice, triple super, beautiful PyCon. There you go. Maybe not something insane like, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, you know, 2-turn 44% attack and defense. Maybe PyCon gives, you know, I don't know, 20% attack and defense from that unit super or something like that. Because really, all he gets is super effective against all types from the unit super. The unit super makes it to where he's now he's super effective against all types. That's the only thing that we're actually getting from that. So, all right. There's PyCon. Now, again, remember, I mean, it's... he's a support. Like, he's a support with defensive mechanics, and he has one of the better active skills in the game, which is a Ghost Usher. So, it's like, remember, like, when we're doing this video, it's not, oh, fuck, GodCon, double-digit tanking the 10 million super, oh my god, the 7th 50 million super attack, is he good? Right? But, like, remember, like, his support is going to be huge. So, all right, here, we'll get to the next turn here. All right, let's keep going. We'll be able to throw out Tech Gogeta now. So we got this. Oh, super attack right in the middle. I'd love to put PyCon in front of that, but there's no way Zamasu would live. All right, well, let's just have this boy. I might just throw him in PyCon and Saw 1 this time. So one downside, I guess, of PyCon again would be the fact that we do, like, we want to pair him with an orb changer. PyCon is going to need some type of help for orbs. Now, he does, you know, back in the day, like PyCon and Janemba, if you didn't have orbs, they were, you know, worthless. Now, they do have, like, some good baseline abilities, but we definitely are going to want to make sure that there's, you know, a lot of orbs available for them to do their best right there. Okay, there we go. Yep, okay. So, PyCon looks like he's just sitting in kind of like that 18 million-ish range. That's kind of like where he's been sitting this whole time. Okay. And then he's guarding. Remember, he gets a lot of stats when he attacks. The support. Okay. Man, I guess it's like, I'd like to kind of like keep going here, but the gods do not have a ton of stacks, huh? I think I might just throw out this Gogeta's active super early on right here. Should I? Because Goku Black and Zamasu, they're going to hit us goddamn hard. Goku, Trunks, and Gohan should be okay, right? Right? Let's see. I kind of would like to... Like, I'd like to show PyCon tanking. No, they died. They died. They died. Okay. They did get a stack last turn, huh? Okay. Well. Sure. Alright. Let's, we still gotta show, like PyCon's active. I think I'm gonna come right back into the same fight. And I'll just come back, like, once we're going up against Goku Black and Zamasu there. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Alright, this first turn is kind of, like, okay, so, like, this is one of those rotations where it's, like, I'm not, like, really, like, too impressed with what we're working with here. So, that's where we can YOLO with PyCon. Yeah, there we go. There's our 3 type orbs. Yeah, PyCon is what I would consider a YOLO slot 1. Like, I'm not really dying to do it, but, I mean, we could get away with him in slot 1 better than most of the game, probably. At least within the first 7 turns. I think, like, if he's not guarding, though, if he doesn't have that guard as kind of like that extra little blanket, though, I probably wouldn't even really want to risk it unless it literally is, like, a true dire situation. Yeah, so I don't know how obvious it is to y'all, but I mean, I think PyCon is really good. It's just because he, with 70% dodge, right? I mean, I think defense is going to be super good after he, like, triple supers like that. Like, he's good. And then, I mean, we have the Ghost Usher at any time we want to. I mean, remember, the condition for PyCon's Ghost Usher is not that bad, right? Like, if we just swap over right here, it's just one enemy whose HP is 50% or more, 4th turn, right? Which, in, like, all these, like, red zone fights, I mean, this is easy peasy, right? Even against the bosses like Beerus and Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta, who are just one phase, right? Like, they have so much HP, we're not doing that, right? So, yeah, PyCon, man, I think he's quite good. Alright, guys, here we are in another rotation. I think I might use PyCon's Ghost Usher here, just to kind of, like, you know, I guess, like, play the animation, show what it does. Now, if we were trying to win, you guys know the whole deal, like, if the aliens had the lasers pointed at the planet, all that stuff. But I also do want to, I would like, hopefully, PyCon to get hit, when his guard is not up, just to show that he's not like a 0 after his guard is gone. Now, I mean, a really scary boss could probably still fuck him up, but I mean, we're talking about, like, again, a really scary boss, like deep. And look at this team, by the way. Right, we have PyCon's Ghost Usher, we have 2 Blue Gogeta taunts, right? We have the Goku, Gohan, and Trunks standby. And this is a team without multiple standbys, and we got the gods. I mean, this is a very competitive team right here. As long as we can dodge, which, I mean, to be fair, like, you know, the Jiren red zones and shit like that, there's a lot of fights you can't dodge in. But as long as you could dodge, this team is, like, very strong. Yep, and then Dokkan just drops that. Too sick. And then... oh no! Where are the attacks at? Yeah, too good, man. Dude, those battle motions, man. Kind of a shame that EZA TRs don't get them. I mean, I get it, right? Like, there's a lot of characters, stuff like that they're going to be adding to it. But it's like... well, I mean, I guess PyCon's probably wouldn't be really crazy. Like, that little pose he does at the end of his active skill, that's probably, like, what his battle motion would be, something like that, right? Yeah, it's like characters who are going to have sick battle motions, I think, are mostly characters that have, like, really cool-looking auras. That's it, right? Like, because, I mean, what's a character... I guess Super Saiyan 4 Goku's does kind of feel pretty cool, even without an aura. But, like, you know, look at the Super Saiyan Goku battle motions we have right now, which don't look very good. And that is, you know, like, he doesn't have an aura. Like if Namek Goku had an aura, it would just look so, like, it just looks so cool, right? Alright, so yep, there's PyCon doing his thing. No hidden potential system again, huh? We've been having some bad luck, I think, with getting that hidden potential system. Alright, so this was this turn. We'll just go ahead and come back next turn. And, I mean, next turn, PyCon will have lost his guard. And then, I mean, this boss gets really scary towards the end. That's kind of what I would like to show, is when they're super scary towards the end of the fight, and see how PyCon can tank against those. But, I mean, PyCon is a heavy dodger, right? Like, if he just dodges everything, I mean, guess what? He dodged everything, right? Alright, guys. So here we are. Alright, yep. So PyCon has now lost his guard. And what's funny is, it's not just guard. There is another 200% defense, that he does lose as well, right? He loses guard and 200% defense. You know who it's similar to is the AGL Vegeta, right? The only difference is that, you know, PyCon is not double guarding. Like, I still cannot believe they did that with this character, man. Double guard? We're double guarding. I'll never double guard. So stupid. Alright, I probably would have wanted more stacks than we even got, but let's just go. Oh, this is on? Alright, well, whatever. Alright, so let's have them go crazy. Remember, we do still want PyCon to get 3 type orbs, though. Shit. Those physical orbs? We actually have too many rainbows, dude. No. No, my god. Okay, we'll float him. We'll float him, be able to get 3 type orbs. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, well, let's see how PyCon does. I would prefer he gets hit at least once here. I mean, I'm pretty sure that he's, like, easily double-digit tanking here. Maybe what would be... Gods, hello? Maybe what... Dude, they never... What? Nah, one of those Festival Battle videos, though, they had a very clutch dodge that was super important, though. So, whatever. I can't complain about them, ever. Yeah, we'll just keep going here. I would like to see PyCon potentially against Goku Black and Zamasu's juiced normals once they're close to death. Their normals get really scary. And I think, like, if we could have PyCon tanking that, that's going to be good. So we'll let this rotation play. And then, I mean, like, with the conclusion of this turn, we have basically shown everything that PyCon does. I mean, he's not the most elaborate character ever, but, I mean, this is the type of character I like. Like, a character doesn't have to be doing, you know, 55 million or 50 million super attacks to do good, right? Supporting, dodging, Ghost Usher, right? Like, I like it. The only thing I would add to him, I mean, this would probably make him almost, well, I don't know if I want to say too good, because, I mean, there are really crazy characters, but the only thing I'd add is just let him be a Rainbow Orb Changer as well. Boom. That would make him, I mean, he'd be even crazier, man. But that's I think that's the one thing. Or maybe make the guard not run out, right? Like, there probably is no reason for that guard to go away. Because, remember, they keep the skeleton of the kit, like the spirit of the unit, the same. Oh, triple. Nice, PyCon. They keep the spirit of the character the same after they... All right, let's see. Okay, we dodge it. We dodge it. We dodge it. Yeah, I mean, Chad, I'm sorry. I mean, he just dodges everything, though. He's a god out there. But they keep the spirit of characters the same. But, I mean, PyCon didn't have, like... Here, well, I'll flip back over to talk about this. Right? Like, look. So here's pre-EZA PyCon. Right? Like, it's like all of this, right, is, like, still there post-EZA. But, I mean, this didn't need to be here, right? Like, they could have just given him... Like, okay. This should be up here. And then for 7 turns, he gets his 200% defense, right? That's what I would say. You just move this to permanent guard, and it would be a nice little touch. I mean, I know he does have 70% touch, though, so it's like, you don't want to lose sight of how good that is alongside the guard and all the support and shit like that he's doing, but yeah. All right, guys, perfect. This is, huh. I don't know that I've seen this before. Okay. It's because we just... Interesting RNG that they barely attacked. Damn. The other thing, too, is I would like to show PyCon with the active. I'm pretty sure PyCon tanks these anyway. Alright, I'm gonna pop this. And I'm gonna get these boys right there in slot 1. Let's drop that right there. I mean, what if we just toss Gogeta's active, man? And, I mean, we want to see the extra stats for PyCon, I'm thinking. Because, you know what PyCon's going to do, by the way? He's just going to dodge every single attack. He's just going to dodge every attack anyway. You think Dokkan is getting hit? No. He's not. He's not getting hit. All right, perfect. All right, chat. Here we go. So Pikkon juiced up by the Gogeta active, which will be good. We've seen his Ghost Usher. Yeah, I like him. I still actually have not done an EZA TUR tier list in quite a while. I have to update that. It's interesting because there is a real cast of characters now. I mean, with all the super EZAs, like I could do a top 20 EZA TURs or something like that. I mean, remember now we have Goku and Gohan, we have AGL Cell, we just have so many available to us. Okay, sure. Alright, Gogeta will be able to tank the super, no problem. Now, I needed to get Pikkon after the super, by the way, because Goku Black and Zamasu, once they get that attack buff up there, you see it? Once you see that, you know that they're kind of in their phase 2 or whatever, and they do this super attack instead. This gives them an attack buff, so we do have to respect that, and that's why I needed Pikkon to be after that. So these normals from Goku Black and Zamasu, I mean, they're crazy. They're very high. All right, 23 million by Pikkon, highest we've seen, obviously, with the Gogeta active. Okay, good. Yep, we'll need that. Second super, beautiful. Dokkan. Don't forget all the support Pikkon's been given all the other characters too. Oh. Clutch. In the clutch moment. Triple super. Godcon, dude. Let's go. We eat it? Double digits. Boom. Double digits. Godcon. He's good. I like him. Like him a lot, actually. Alright, guys. So there was Pikkon. Again, I quite like him. I think Pikkon is really good. I think he's a very solid looking character. So, alright, let's go ahead and take a look here. So this is Righteous Otherworld Defense, Paikuhan, or obviously Pikkon, as we know him. Leader skills, Connected Hope category, key 3 and 180% to stats, or Superclass key 3 and 130% to stats. Oh, yeah, crazy Battlefield leaders at least as well. Holy shit, yep, okay. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Pikkon looks good. Good leader skill there. Passive skill, Completion of Duty. He gets 200% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets a 50% chance to dodge. And he gives Superclass allies 2 key 30% attack and defense. Very helpful. Now, again, remember, previously, that support was tied to 3 type key spheres. Now the boy just gets it for free, which is huge. Then for the first 7 turns, he gets an extra 200% defense and guard. I do think the guard should have been permanent. It's like, you know, like we had him tanking, but like things could go bad in this particular fight, right? Like I would have rathered he just kept the guard. I mean, even dude, take his damage down a little bit and give him the guard, like the permanent guard, something like that. I mean, damage is important as well, right? But I mean, Pikkon is a support defense utility character. So, I mean, he, you know, that's his role. I'd prefer that being a little bit stronger than, like, damage, right? So then, with 3 type key spheres obtained, now he gives Otherworld Warrior or Connected Hope category allies 30% attack and defense, and then he gets an additional the 70% chance to be a super. Again, those categories are quite good. I didn't really, I guess one thing we haven't talked about up to this point is Pikkon's links, and really we haven't dived into his categories too much, unless I did right at the start of the video. But yeah, the support to those categories is fine, because those categories are now really good. Then with 1 rainbow key sphere obtained, he gets 4 key, 20% dodge, and then seals the attacked enemy super attack for 2 turns. If the boss can be sealed, a nice little seal for 2 turns can be very good. In original Super Battle Road, it was very helpful. Like, I remember once this guy came out, that's when, like, I got my... I'm pretty sure that's when I got my Extreme Super AGL Extreme Super Battle Road no item run done. Was after Pikkon came out. And that seal he had back then was pretty big. Back then, it was only for that turn, though. Now it's a 2-turn seal. And then finally, when attacking, Pikkon gets 200% attack and defense. His active skill, Master of the Otherworld. He could do this when facing 1 enemy whose HP is 50% or more, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. And then he will Ghost Usher. It's a Ghost Usher. It looks like it's just against 1 enemy, not really like the whole turn or anything like that, but he will be able to Ghost Usher a enemy. It's a really powerful ability, right? So like that's where you know, even though this Pycon doesn't really synergize that well with Cell, like having that Ghost Usher against maybe like that Int Jiren phase, which can be rough or something like that, I think could be pretty good. Then Pycon's super attack is the Burning Shoot, his 12 key super attack. He gets 50% attack and defense for one turn, does immense damage to the enemy, and then greatly lowers enemy attack. And then his conditional super attack is Unit Super Attack. Otherworld Master and Fusion Fighter. We could do this if there is an Angel Goku or Angel Vegeta in the turn. And then he gets 50% attack and defense, immense damage to the enemy, super effective against all types, and greatly lower enemy attack. So the only thing the Unit Super Attack does is make him super effective against all types. I feel like it should have did more. My idea would be to play more into his role of a defense support utility character and give him like a nice little 2-turn support buff right there. Boom. That would be nice if he had that. So there's that. 12 key multiplier is 150%. That's, you know, normal level for like a Dokkan Fest exclusive level character. Remember, this is a dual Dokkan Fest character, December of 2020. So now the only 2020 characters that have an EZA is Frieza and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan has one as well. Alright, so there's that. Link set, Supreme Warrior, Gentleman, Experienced Fighters, Shocking Speed, Cold Judgment, Otherworld Warriors, and Fierce Battle. Pretty brutal. But it's... Remember, the type of character matters. If this is intended to be like a, you know, big, like, slot 2 damage-dealing character, like the Link set is an issue. But, I mean, he's a defense support character, so it's not a big deal at all. That, like, his Link set's not really that crazy, or we won't be able to have most of those links up. He will have Gentleman with STR Cell, by the way. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, shit. Yeah, he does. So he has what with Cell? Gentleman, Fierce Battle, and Shocking Speed with STR Cell. I mean, that dude, that's 15% defense, man. It's pretty good. We'll take it. We'll take it. And then finally, we got to look at PyCon's categories here. I always like to do that in game. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at PyCon's categories, man. Okay. So yeah, not very much here. He does have Connected Hope. The biggest problem with his categories right now is that none of these are in like one of the new leader characters of 2025, except for tournament participants, which is a villain team. And PyCon is a super class support, right? So here's Connected Hope, which does have a lot of very elite characters on it. Then we have the movie hero team as well. I mean, this would kind of probably be where PyCon is going to do his best, because we're going to have the Angel Gokus here and Angel Vegetas, and we'll be able to, you know, take advantage of his abilities. There's going to be tons of orbs all over the place here, so it'll be easy for him to get all his support. Then he's also in the Worthy Rival team. I cannot understand. This has not gotten a leader skill since 2020. I don't get it. I mean, this would be a nice one for PyCon. This has got a nice roster of characters. This could be a fun team. But they're just like, nah, no, fuck you. So, oh, damn, thanks, Amatsu. Thanks for shitting on my chest, bruh. Then, PyCon is also on Otherworld Warriors, so keep in mind, the mission I thought was pretty easy. I think it was against Blue Vegeta. Blue Vegeta was... I'm going to double check that meanwhile while I'm talking. But, there we go. I mean, we're getting, you know, increases, you know, between this guy, the other PyCon, and Super Saiyan Kaioken. You know, potentially just giving options to help against some of these missions is good. So, looks like it's against Blue Vegeta. 6 Otherworld Warrior characters. That mission is really, I think, not very difficult because of how good the Otherworld Warrior category has gotten, right? But, yeah, so there's that. Then PyCon is also on the Savior category team. That any additions to Savior is huge, man. That was one of the harder... Extreme Super Battle Road no item runs right there. Saviors, that was a very difficult one. Then PyCon is also on the Battle of Wits. Yeah, yep. The Battle of Wits category, okay. That would be a great one for them to add to some new character. I mean, I guess we could have ran PyCon on Glorio's team. That's another possibility we could have did, right? Then PyCon is also on the Storied Figures category team. All right, sure. And then finally, PyKon is down here on the tournament participants team, the new Cell team. Again, that's kind of what the celebration theme is, tournament participants. So let me know what you guys think about the EZA Dokkan Fest Cell. I think he's pretty good. I said EZA Dokkan Fest Cell, didn't I? No, sorry. It's EZA Dokkan PIKKON. I think he's solid, man. Oh, we got to see Goku and Vegeta back there. I think he's pretty solid. He'll be even better if he just gets like a nice 220% leader skill, but he doesn't have one right now, right? Like all we could do is run him on some like 170% teams or 200% teams, stuff like that. But overall, I'd say this guy's good. I see myself, this is the type of character I'll be using a lot, right? Period. We'll be using PyKon all fucking year because he's good. I think it's going to be pretty uncommon for him to cause us to lose, but I think it's going to be very common for him to cause us to win, right? I think that's a great way to describe him. Not very often do we lose because of him. Very often will we win because of him.